All right. What's good, everybody? I'm Thijihiguri, your humble host and tour guide. Here to vibe with y'all over the next. Well, we'll see how long I actually go for, but by now, maintenance would have already gone in full swing for the midnight pre-patch. However, I know I'm probably starting very early right now with this, as people are still trickling into the stream. To those who stay, thank you. To those who don't, well, sorry I couldn't get your attention with your 5-second attention span. But regardless, if you're still here, probably may have noticed by now that the audio is actually muted. This is no audio, or this is no technical issue or difficulty. This is actually done on purpose so that my voice can be heard as loudly and clearly as possible. More importantly, this will be one of those extremely rare moments where I will not be doing my theatrics, and I'll just be playing the game regularly, but I'm still on a controller. So those who ask, no, I am in fact not playing WoW on console. I'm just using an add-on that allows me to play the game on a controller on PC. That being said, there are just some things that I want to get off my chest, as I have a lot of things that I wish to say to you all, whether you're new, whether you're a new fan of Hyuga's tour group or not, or a new fan or a long-standing member of Hyuga's tour group, I should say. All right. I'll more than likely be repeating myself or stumbling on my words from time to time, but that's just natural. And this is not something that I do lightly, but given that we're going to be waiting for a long minute until the pre-patch for Midnight comes up, I figured this was as good a time as any to air out my grievances, as it were. You cut too fresh. This is not WoW, I know. This is World of Warcraft. Where's my Legion and Dragonflight? Bro, you're like 3 expansions off. But regardless, I play it too much. Hardcore? No, it's not hardcore. And I'll also be doing my utmost to answer you guys over on chat. I'm working with one monitor, so please bear with me. My responses will not be instantaneous. I'm switching back and forth between the game and the chat. You play the retail remix event? I mean, I did. Just for the housing decor. Midnight is ADHD shit for kids. Played Burning Crusade. I can't even play it even if I wanted to. It's in maintenance right now. And I kind of sort of have to play midnight because of what I'm gonna touch on later on. But no, Wolf's God, midnight is for adults. Thank you, Combs. But regardless, if it wasn't obvious by now, I am a streamer. And I've been happily doing my thing for 11 years now. For those of you mathematically challenged, that means that I have been streaming since 2014. Shortly after I left college, in fact. And while me just yapping may seem cringe to most of you, please understand that this is important business to me. So, if you don't like it, please leave. Or if you're just gonna cause problems, you'll be dealt with. Moving on. You have a good plan. Thank you. For girls, woke, and LGBTQ activists. How long is maintenance? Let's see. It's about to be 4 minutes till the top of the hour, so afterward, it will be approximately 7 hours from now, assuming they don't extend it. But, with that being said, I actually picked up streaming at the behest of a friend who recommended I do the gig after playing another MMO called Life is Feudal. She thought that I had the makings of a good one, and I took her advice and went with it. I was still trying to find my niche in the whole market. Then I eventually did my own blend of mixed reality, where I, roleplay all my actions and with whatever's going on the screen. Bear in mind, of course, my actions will not be 100% accurate. I want to be safe in my content. I'm not trying to hurt myself. No amount of content is worth hurting myself over. I'm an entertainer, yes. But I'm not trying to, do anything that would involve dismemberment. How do you feel about the new retail add-on changes? I'm bummed about them. I never truly relied on them outside of console port, so I don't really have that big of an opinion. And that's another thing too. I'm not really popular enough to have, for my opinion to warrant any merit. While I do appreciate you asking, I'm most of the time just gonna deflect it, saying, "Who cares what I think? I'm not big." Is WoW free? No, $15 a month. We're gonna play Midnight? Of course we're gonna play Midnight. I'm gonna touch on that in a minute. For those who know me by now, long enough, are probably aware that of my recent efforts that I'm trying to make it in the professional league, or rather the professional scene. I'm hoping to actually achieve this eventually. I know it's not going to be an easy road, but if it were easy, everyone would be doing it. Thank you for the follow, Obetium. However, I do want to bring it to light that, well, for lack of an explanation, or better explanation, my efforts aren't being rewarded as properly as I feel it should. Where's the blue outfit? I'm a warrior. I don't wear, robes like that. Sorry to disappoint. And it's maintenance right now. I can't play my Frost Mage. Some fan you are. I thought WoW was down for maintenance. I thought, what? No! Retail's down for maintenance. Burning Crusade Anniversary is still up. How can you have it on console? It's an add-on. Playing regular Ascension. Regular. I've never even heard of Ascension in a while. But you matter. Your opinion matters. Yeah. Maybe. Is live up? No. My man literally asked if live was up, like maintenance just didn't happen an hour ago. Come on, people. Stop it. Use your brains. I know it's difficult. Warcraft's on console? No. You look like a different person, Bald. Bald is beautiful. But no. Moving on. What's up, fam? Retail won't be up until like 6 p.m. probably. Or good morning. Hi, Heavenstorm. Like I previously said, I don't feel like all of my hard work throughout this past decade. I don't really think I have much to show for it. Thank you. Today actually marks the my sixth partnerversary, or the 6th year that I've been partnered on Twitch. This is very important. Brother, why do you prefer to play on controller rather than mouse and keyboard? Because it's what makes me unique. It's what makes me stand out from all the other boring ass chair sitting mouse and keyboard streamers. If you disagree, you're getting banned because it's the truth. I wouldn't have been anywhere near as popular as people think I am today, were that the case. Congrats. Thank you. What makes this an especially big deal for me, my partnerversary that is that when I did become partnered, it was during the week of the 20th of January, when WoW Shadowlands was a thing at the moment at the time. Those who have actually managed to follow me for that long should be well acquainted with my Down to Macomb clip that went viral. You think someone with a keyboard and mouse could cast spells while they play? I think not. Exactly. And many people always challenging me to do otherwise. I'm like, that's empirically not possible. But you know, people on the internet tend to use their brains very often, so they just gotta hold that. I assume you're playing on a PvE server instead of a controller. PvP or PvE, I would still be using a controller. This gotta be satire. I love you. Love you too, Cairo Jack. But anyway, when I actually did become partnered, I was featured on Raider.io for the beginning of that year. And it was during that week that I actually saw the largest amount of subscribers that I've ever had in my 11 years of streaming, which was over 1,000. Since then, I've never been able to replicate that magic, despite my best efforts. Nowadays, I could barely even hold 50. How do you get partner? It's Twitch, not TikTok. I remember that. You were featured for doing that dance section of the raid. Yeah, the Council of Blood and Castle Nathria. Still viral and talked about to this day. But it's just a damn shame that I've never been able to that I got like barely any retention from that moment on. You would think something that went viral would have, well, resulted in a better reception from the masses. You've been playing since yesterday. Have you slept? I literally just woke up. I just do these in short bursts because I don't want to bore y'all with all the running. But this is a serious business to me, so I'm going to be spending these next couple hours talking with y'all. I'm not going to be doing my theatrics, though. This is serious. This is serious business. You cut your hair? Yep. I had to get my nappy-headed self straightened away for this moment. I gotta get myself in tip-top shape in preparation for midnight. But no, back to what I was trying to get at. Back what I was trying to get at. So there's all these other streamers out here, content creators who, while they are bigger than me and have probably been in the business longer or in the same amount or longer than me, what they do is really the same. Like a good chunk of them literally just do the same damn thing. I was sitting there like, what the hell is this different? Yeah. You would think I'd have gotten a lot more love than that. Jack Hong, thanks for the follow. Jack Hong 07. Is that a military blanket or just camo? It's both. Why are you bald? Shut the hell up, 90210. I'm tired of seeing your ass. Is this hardcore? No, it's Burning Crusade. Anniversary. Don't you go, you better not see you again either. Fan evading ass. Don't be causing problems either. But yeah, all these people doing far less on camera, and yet they're getting all the love. Maybe it's because they like actually make videos and shit, or you know, I just accidentally reused the potion too early. I don't care. Even still, I pretty much made a name for myself as the Dancing Frost Mage over the past few years. But doesn't really seem it's gotten as much of a reach as I would have liked. Is this an official thing for a while? An add-on for the controller? It's an add-on. The bald fade gives me vibes of that one dude from the Matrix. What, Morpheus? Thank you. That is quite the compliment. Are you cracked at WoW? Well, hopefully my Raider.io profile. Oh. That should be active, right? Nice. Yeah, may as well keep that up while I'm here. Yeah. Hopefully my Raider.io speaks for myself. Play it on Steam Deck has been fun. Indeed. Back to what I was getting at though. Yeah, there are a lot of streamers out there who are bigger named than I am. Especially those who I was having the pleasure of playing alongside during the previous season of OnlyFans. Season 3 of which should be coming up here by the time Black Temple drops. Hopefully I get back in. I originally wanted to get involved with OnlyFans for exposure. I've always been trying to figure out ways to get my name out there, so to speak, because in this business or in any line of work really in this world, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. And if you know the right people, you will go far. And it definitely takes luck to be a good streamer. And yeah, I get it all the time. Everyone gives me praise and love, like, hey man, I love what you're doing, keep it up. Or like, you're gonna go big one day. Keep at it. And that's all well and dandy. But the fact of the matter is, and I can't stress this enough, I've been at this for 11 freaking years. That's a large window of time for eventually. I swear you had hair yesterday. I did. 11 years of streaming? Yes, and I've been partnered for 6 of those years. Nah, I don't like this muted energy, bro. Where's the 27 combo end up with bonks? I'm literally talking to you guys right now. I'm not doing this right now because I'm doing something that I'm not really, used to doing. And that's just, talking. People really don't understand just how much energy is actually expended talking to yourself. Or to just talking in general. Actually makes sense. I wonder how the shooting industry actually works. Yeah. But for some stupid ass reason, I'm always getting ops and trolls like freaking Nano210, who I just had to ban. And that wasn't even a shout out, that was a call out. Because people like them are always out here trying to bring others down. Like, imagine your life being so shitty, you just gotta bring down others. Hell, there were even some points I got banned. I'm just I get banned while there are so many other freaking streamers out here doing worse, like out here with their titties out or throwing their cats over they over their shoulder. They just get a slap on the wrist. Yet some people who just get banned. Some people get flagged for less, and they get perma banned. While these mother lovers are out there on their like 10th. They know who they are. Have we tried switching up your streaming styles? No. And that's because, and I'll say this with utmost confidence, no one else on any platform, TikTok, Twitch, whatever, what have you, does it like me. No one else can do it for as long as me. Pause. And I happily challenge anyone to do so. Because again, if you want to make it in the streaming business, at least in my opinion, you have to do the things that make you stand out. You gotta be unique. You gotta show the world why they should pay attention or devote their support to you over the thousands others who literally sit on their asses with a mouse and keyboard all day, probably blaring all copyrighted music and screaming in their microphone for 10 hours on end. Dear Radler224, thank you for the follow. At least I try to make every effort possible to talk to you guys. I'm not ignoring y'all on purpose. Again, I'm only working with one monitor. I gotta switch back and forth between the game and chat. I'm once again full of inventory. Maybe upgrade the room and cam. 11 years doing something means something could use improvement when you need a second monitor. It's not my budget right now. Sorry. While you're speaking facts, Elisa Stan, I can only do so much as my budget allows. And as it currently stands, I'm not really making enough to justify upgrades. I gotta make sure my rent is paid and all. I gotta make sure I'm taking care of myself too. All that will come later. Much I hate to admit. Fair enough, but not trying to come at you, King. No, you good, Built by Monty. I do appreciate the suggestion. Thank you. People don't really know my situation. They don't really know anyone's situation unless they talk about it. So, I feel you. And again, thank you. Never give up. Yes, sir, priorities. Not everyone could do that at the end of the day. Indeed. And I make every opportunity possible to like post my videos or whatever clips are done or made of me out there in the web, so people can actually, you know, see who I am and what I do. While I could definitely, you know, just be pedantic over all of my VODs and clip my best or most engaging moments, I want to do that. I should do that. But that would take too damn long, and I would miss out on all the content that I want to do, or I should be doing. Especially now that we're on the verge of a new patch. But yeah, this is my blend of mixed reality. I love using my energy to do this sort of thing. Some people think it's exercise. I don't really do it for the purpose of exercise. I just do it because I have it. I have the energy to do so, and it makes me unique. It's really just a matter of letting the world know of this uniqueness instead of just frickin' getting all these trolls out here trying to bring me down or undermine all my efforts. Like, I'm sorry, I can't be a born ass e-thought or frickin' reaction streamer, but neither here nor there. Oh, yeah. Damn it! Yeah, bro, we all know you're training to fight Illidan IRL. Quit lying. Oh yeah, you already know I'm trying to. You already know I'm trying to get up close and personal with them twin glades of Azeroth. But anyway, the alley trolls are always gonna be around. They're not going away anytime soon. You playing a PC monitor or a TV? PC monitor. I have a TV in my bedroom, but it's not really hooked up to anything. But people may think I'm big, but I'm not. I'm really a nobody. I'm still a nobody compared to the bigger names. Like, I'm not so big as to have legions of players follow me wherever I damn well go, like Asmongold, or have a famous, like, have a death so epic and famous from leading a raid that people actually go out of their way to make an animated short based on that moment in time, like Tyler One when he was raiding Molten Core. Yes, they actually made an animated short film of his character getting absolutely nuked by Baron Geddon. So famous, in fact, that not only did that happen, but during BlizzCon, I believe, during that year, they actually resurrected his character so that he could raid lead Molten Core again. But of course, they killed him off at the end. That's the type of fame I want. That's that notoriety that I'm trying to get. And granted, he plays other games like League of Legends or whatever, but and admittedly, to me, he's something of a manlet. But there's no denying his aptitude as an influencer. Compared to me, I'm still an ant. Not to be negative, but you sound really bitter. I do sound bitter. And I'm not too proud to words escape me. I'm not afraid to admit that. There we go. I'm not afraid to admit that. Hold up, Warcraft's on console? No. It's a PC add-on. Say carrot if this is real. Carrot. He's replaying a lot. Christ. Get the hell out of my stream, JD. But yeah, stuff like that I'm trying to do. And people out here acting like 11 years is a short amount of time. A lot can happen in 11 years. A lot can happen in 1 year. A lot can happen in 1 month. Many people fail to understand that. I understand where you're coming from, but sometimes maybe doing another approach could be better. Well, if you have any suggestions on said approach, I'm open. Just don't troll. I'm not in the mood for that nonsense. And I will deal with you if you on that bullshit. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I would like to collab more with other streamers. I want to actually do stuff with other content creators. Do whatever and whatever possible to get my exposure. The exposure I feel I deserve. Sunday, you're gonna be out there with Tyler One and Corey Kench and just keep grinding and stay positive. I've been grinding for 11 years! Okay, that's a whole generation and a half. Maybe even 2 generations worth. How old am I? I'm 32 years old. You bring a good light to the console port that not many know exists. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, if it takes until the last freaking Titan before I actually make it big, I'm gonna just be like, where the hell were y'all in the past? Definitely want to use all that love way when I was like while I was still trying to claw my way up that damn mountain. I have the ore, don't I? Yeah. Let's get out of here. If I sound salty, if I sound bitter, it's because I am. Again, this is not something that I do lightly. And this is not something I do often. But if I don't do this now, or if I don't say this now, it'll never be said. You're still super young and now it's easier to get exposure now. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'll admit, I had some sponsorships here and there. I've done a few you know, paid segments. And I still do. Do whatever I can to catch the bag. But the pay's fair to middling compared to all other stuff that the bigger streamers are like getting like brand deals and stuff. Hell, I remember this one time. I remember this one time I was actually pegged to get a Lost Ark sponsorship for those who knew me in the Lost Ark days. Gun Lancer all day, every day. The sponsorship entailed me actually playing with a veteran of the game who played like during the earlier stages of the betas, or the earlier beta stages, and I would have gotten at least $4,000 from that deal. Unfortunately, my inexperienced ass at the time told the ISM, or the influence manager, that I actually have experience playing. I had prior experience playing Lost Ark, and I wasn't deemed eligible. If I kept my mouth shut, I would have gotten arguably the fattest bag I've ever caught in my 11 years of game or streaming. Sad days. I still kick myself to this day about it. But life's full of wins and losses. I just tend to take more losses than wins. What kind of games you play besides this one? I try to whenever I introduce myself to like raiders or whatever, I always say that I'm a roleplay streamer with a focus in MMOs and strategy. So anything of the role-playing game variety, whether it's this game, World of Warcraft, or action RPGs like Monster Hunter, which was actually how I began, so humbly, back in World. And I play the occasional strategy game with my homies in another Discord. So Stellaris, Civilization, even RTSs like Age of Empires, they so fancy. That's the problem. You just got to forget about it. Learn from it. I've been learning for 11 whole ass years. I swear this had. Greetings from Peru. Greetings from Japan. Your motivation to keep streaming. I was feeling the same way until I found your stream. It is nice to know that I am actually inspired. I am an inspiration to others. It lets me know I'm doing something well. But at the end of the day, I want to actually make a career or make this. I mean, I'm making this a career, but I want to get more out of it. At the end of the day, I want to, in fact, to get so influential and so famous from it all that eventually I can actually gain enough, I guess, resources to actually give back to the people in the world. Not just my community, Hilga's tour group. I consider myself a generous soul. Wealth should always be shared, not hoarded. My philosophy since, well, I guess my early adulthood years, my 20s, when I was still finding myself. But that's getting way too deep into my lore. You need to keep moving, get connections and bigger people than you that wants a collab. I mean, I'm still in good tabs with some people who I met during OnlyFans season 2, and I'm even VIP if that even matters. In some bigger partners, and I also get the occasional visit from fellow partner streamers as well. I usually raid my man Pokelaws whenever I finish my stream. Man's is cool. And he's got a community who loves me. Pokelaws and Gigi, excuse me. They're cool people, and their community is pretty tight. But yeah, making the right connections, finding the right people. Burning Crusade, yes. Thank you for the heart, Bobby. Why not moving, Zeal? Zeal6, I'm trying to talk important business right now, so this is one of those rare moments in time where I'm not doing my movements. But once I'm done speaking my piece, I'll take a short break, and then we'll be back to kicking all the ass and exploring Azeroth. Because it's about to be 1:30 a.m. in Japan, by which it will be 6.5 hours left for maintenance until the midnight pre-patch officially starts. Moving on to my streamer origins, I would like to touch more on my WoW origins. So those who know me long enough, they know I got famous from the Dance Macabre clip from Shadowlands, the Council of Blood boss fight in Castle Nathria. That's basically like one of the biggest identifying clips that have ever been made under my name. On top of me, doing my thing as a frost mage and still topping the DPS charts. Now I don't, some people actually may think I'm the best frost mage. I know I'm not. I don't want to label myself as such, unless I actually get the blessings from those who are not only better mages than I, but better players. Mind you, mouse and keyboard. But I also want to make sure that I place high enough in the Mythic Plus ladder to justify it. But these days, it's very difficult to do because everyone's just buying their way to the top. Which actually pissed me off back in Dragonflight. Season 3, when Amudra was out, I was actually in contention to be #1 Frost Mage in Mythic Plus. Hold on, let me get my drink on. My one competition at the time, and I'll remember this to my grave because it still pisses me off, was a troll mage by the name of Tylenol, who led a guild called Medicine Cabinet. And despite my best efforts, he would always blaze ahead of me. Come to find out, a friend of mine, after he did some digging, we looked at his Raider.io profile, and we noticed that he only had 1 out of 9 Mythic Amudra cleared. Come to find out, he bought his Mythic Farok clear just to get the damn mount that does not even guarantee the job. So I'm literally competing with people who are just boosting them, who are, buying their boosts. He probably has some modicum of skill, but that's freaking soul crushing them just being outclassed by these people. My inventory's full. All I gotta say is I love how you act as if you're in game. Of course, it's immersion. I haven't seen the ACU or anything in a minute. You made me think of how WoW could be so cool in VR. What console? No console. Bro, how old am I? 32 years old. But I do appreciate you all actually sticking around for this long. I know a lot of people on TikTok don't usually, and have short attention spans. And tend to swipe away if things don't catch their attention within the first 3 seconds. But I digress. Winter is my identity. I don't just play Frost Mage because it's my favorite spec. It's just who I am. It's what I'm about. If it wasn't already obvious. I got tapestries on my. I got a whole ass tapestry of snowflakes. I got the busty and beautiful Glacial Guardian Izmir from Grand Blue Fantasy, among others. And I even have transitions in my scenes. Winter. And yet people still have the unmitigated gall, the audacity, to tell me to play other specs like Arcane or Fire. You got me messed up. And I'm damn sure not playing Frostfire. Worst thing than going the exact opposite is to marry said opposite with your primary. All because go Arcane, go Fire, it's better. Yeah, sure it is. And that's why those idiots are never heard from ever again, because I'm not a meta slave. I play what I like, and I excel at what I like to play. I heard you were the leader of this legion. I am. Not the Burning Legion. Let's not get it twisted. Nice cut, bro. Thanks. But no. I am a Frost Mage. I am a lover of all things cold. That will never change. Unless, of course, someone actually managed to put the money where their mouth is and actually drop $100,000 on me right now, and then I will happily switch my tune. Pay me enough and I'll do whatever the hell you damn well please. Because that's how it works in this world. Point is, I want to go pro, however and whenever possible. 2026, I want to try and make it my year. If I can't make it, I'll at least want to increase my well, yeah, we'll say notoriety. You're you can be no matter how big of a splash you make, you're gonna be infamous in some people's eyes. I'll damn sure do whatever I can for this for not just the pre-patch, for midnight. Which is why it's an especially big deal, a huge deal even, that this pre-patch is happening. That this maintenance is happening. Because unless those have actually played the beta or alpha, we're effectively going to be playing the game or learning the game anew. All the classes will be revamped across the board. From the baseline to every single spec. New rotations, new buttons, new talents. Never mind the stat squish. And I want to do my damnedest to be the best damn frost mage that I could be. And to do that, I gotta climb higher. I gotta play longer. I gotta run more keys. I gotta raid more. And I gotta actually make sure my actions, my deeds are being recognized. Many people who do Mythic Plus, or even, I guess, high-end game content, they play on a mouse and keyboard, and they're still having trouble doing lower level keys. You can see around me, my profile on Raider.io. I've done dungeons up to plus 16. These have all been completed, timed, with a controller. And I'm not shitting you. There are clips and videos of me doing this. If you don't believe me, I happily encourage you to watch them. More importantly, all of the dungeons I do are pugged. I do it with a bunch of randos, and on occasion, I find a fan or two, which is always nice. And there are controller players here and there, but most will live and die by the mouse and keyboard. And I'm not judging. How do you switch stances, and can you make macros? I mean, I can. So how do you use a controller? Console port. You must grind to become pro. No shit, PC. My 5 major crushes. Okay, I'm getting. Don't start shit, please. I was vibing with you for a moment, PC, but then you had to go and be an asshole. Get out of my stream. So how do you use a controller? Console port add-on. Even if I have to go fire mage. Great. Now I gotta get rid of CT for talking shit again. What is wrong with y'all? Keep telling y'all. Talk shit, get hit. Stop it. Pro and rating or Mythic Plus? Both. Because PvP is way too damn saturated. And while I have kicked people's asses in PvP, I've actually gotten death threats in the past when they realize that they're getting folded by a dude playing a controller. So I'm not doing that anymore. I don't want to harm people's fragile egos on the battlegrounds. It's the truth. I want to watch some PvP content from you. That'd be interesting. Don't hurt their egos. You can watch my clips, Gaben. There's some of me doing PvP stuff. How are you playing WoW right now? Isn't it patch day? There are other methods of playing WoW, Luis. This is Burning Crusade anniversary. Yes, retail is in maintenance, but not the other modes. Dumbass. Not sorry for calling y'all out. Y'all don't use your heads. It's honestly kind of annoying. Don't ask him to merely make content. You ask to watch him annihilate his foes. There you go. After streaming for 11 years, I'm kind of allowed to say this stuff. Anyone who thinks otherwise can kindly show themselves out the door. Or I'll happily show them myself. Streaming for 11 years, crazy, never heard of you. Yeah, I know, right? Because I'm not popular. Like I said, I'm still a nobody. So I don't even take offense to that. Do you live in Japan? Yes. Retail's on maintenance, Skeletor. Thank you for the heart appreciation. Or appreciation. My guildmate should be actually going or waking up soon. This one was well on console. It wasn't. You're not a nobody, bro. I mean, I kind of am. I don't really have a lot of subscribers. I told you. The only time I've ever seen more than I've only seen triple-digit subs enough times I count on one hand. And I only seen 1,000 subscribers once. Maybe my retention is horrible or what, but I thought that with my unique take on content, it would be a lot easier to attract folks. Guess I was wrong. That's more than 90. You are a champion. More than 90% of streamers, I bet. WoW on console? Explain. It's an add-on PC console port. 1K subs are still insane. But but that was 6 years ago. No roleplay today. I'm talking to you all, PB. I'm not doing that until I've spoken my piece. In fact, my throat's starting to get a little sore from talking. But if I wasn't serious about this, I wouldn't even be going out of my way to do this. That's why the audio is muted, so you can just hear me. Have a great day, bro. You as well. Thank you again for the gifts. Appreciate it. And that's another thing too. I don't sit down. I don't even have a chair. Man. I've been doing it like this for 7 years. Let that sink in. All of my streams have been me standing for the webcam, doing my thing. While everyone else is straining their damn eyes, staring at the damn monitor, talking to themselves for hours on end. The mouse and keyboard. If I can't do any more to stand out from the rest. Is it nice playing on the controller? Yeah, it's kind of. Oh yeah, brother. How long you been up? An hour? How are you playing on console? It's an add-on on PC. I know people will be asking the same damn question, but it's really just to lure you guys in. I probably wouldn't even cared about this stream if I didn't make such a 80 title. But that's just another strategy. That's just another trick of the trade. Everyone does it. Even the bigger name streamers do it. And it's proving quite effective. Is the add-on hard to set up? Oh, no. It's absolutely easy. In fact, here, I'll even show you to you. Oh, no! Oh. Got a whole bunch of crap. Action bars. You can set your bindings, clusters, toolbar, macro text, hotkeys, the utility ring. Here shows all the various controllers you can use. It's easy. You could perform just as well, if not better, than those with a mouse and keyboard. I'm not sponsored by Console Port or anything. I mean, it's a whole damn add-on. How did I get sponsored for that? But again, it's something that I thought would help make me stand out, make me unique. I say it's working to some effect. It's a sales technique. Yeah, there you go. Damn, it's almost been an hour. I think there'll be a VOD of this. Your mind in the right place trying to stand out. I would hope so after 11 years. Again, this is not a, that's not a, that's nothing to sneeze at. That's over a decade. Oh yeah, I'm in Manitoba Harbor. I can go to Dark Shore now. But I do want to go pro in Mythic Plus. I know I want to do my utmost to get in the next Mythic Dungeon International. Jesus Lord. And actually hit the time trials, or sorry, the group stage. Because that's where we actually start getting paid. But I'll definitely act out my level up because that's always a good feeling. I just feel sometimes I do way too damn much and receive shit all for my efforts. And it's really been that way for years. And yeah, y'all don't understand how soul crushing that is. Some streamers, or a lot of the bigger name streamers, they can go live within 10, like they can just go live, and within 10 minutes they'll already have hype trains and hella people donating to them and shit. I can go with how I do my thing. I could go like upwards of 10 hours and beyond, even that. I want to get a single damn subscription. Not even a cheer. Are you kidding me? I'm not trying to sound entitled or anything, but again, I just want my efforts to be rewarded. This is something I'm doing full time after all. What's the story of this game and how strong are you? And we'll get to that later. 5-star Spider. I wish I had extra money to sub. You're awesome. You can just follow me on Twitch. I try not to ask too much of my community. I'm just really voicing my grievances to you all because it's not. This is a rare opportunity for me to do so while I'm preparing for pre-patch. This is huge, a huge deal for me. Because with us learning the game anew for midnight, it could be an opportunity for me to actually stand out, not just among mages in general, but the player base at large. This on console, how? PC add-on. Burning Crusade. I'm nervous for midnight. I need to get my item level higher. Yeah, you'll have time. You still have about a month if you have early access. What's your handle? Same as you see before you, Care Bear. Same profile picture too. By the way, thank you all for following me. Thank you for sharing the live on TikTok, and thank you all for the gifts thus far. It is appreciated. But yeah, I try to end consistently high for the Mythic Plus seasons. I'm ending this one at 3304. It's 0.5% from what someone told me in the past. But it's not enough to give me a title. Carebear 1996, thank you for the follow. It's not high enough to give me a title. It's really barely worth a passing glance to the most elite players who are up there in like frickin' Method or Liquid. Just to give an example, they're up there in like the 3800s and 4000s even. Literally getting paid to boost other players. And I've never even gotten cutting edge. I'm hoping to change that for midnight. Even though I've been streaming this long, road still feels long. I don't think it's impossible, just still difficult, even as a partner. You gonna play the Burning Crusade Classic? I'm literally playing it right now. Well, the pre-patch, but yes, I will. This is really like, I'm actually playing Burning Crusade Classic specifically for OnlyFang Season 3, which I was tipped off will happen. And I have reason to believe that we'll be going Alliance. It is still up in the air whether I will be a warrior, like I am now, or priest. But I'm hoping to tank or heal, so we shall see. I want to get in the stream, but I'm nervous. I know, it's not for everyone. It comes natural for me because I'm an entertainer at heart. It runs in the family. It's just that my take on entertainment has become unique in a sense. I tried to complete your 100 rows goal, but it didn't count. Oh. I do appreciate the effort though, Ramsey. Really, I do. The roses were beautiful. And I planted a garden outside amidst the snow. This man has the Tylenol power up. Don't say that. Tylenol is my ops back in frickin' Dragonflight. DJ05112, thank you for the follow. You could be a CE raider. You just gotta find a guild that doesn't suck. You're preaching to the choir, Mason Shear. I'm happy with my guild right now. And my guild leader actually was on break this season. And we only got to 3 out of 8 for Mana Forge Omega, which pissed him off to the point that he actually had to get off his ass he had to clock out of vacation mode early to take the reins again. So the roster is gonna be a bit more tight knit this time around, coming midnight. And I think we have a pretty good shot at cutting edge. It will definitely mean a lot to me when I can get my first one ever playing this game, or officially coming back to this game in Shadowlands. I never even entertained the idea of mythic rating until like the ass end of Dragonflight. I literally just did like Mythic Plus dungeons. I've only been playing on this character. I've been playing this warrior for 1 day, 18 hours, 13 minutes, and 20 seconds. Is it easier to play with a controller? It's subjective. Most people would just prefer to play on a mouse and keyboard. I don't blame them. I don't judge. Play how you want, so long as you excel. Or feel you're excelling. Just don't shit on others in the process for how they prefer to play. I'm looking at y'all losers who kept telling me to go arcane or fire. Where was I? Alright, do I want to go to Discord or let's... I click everything. Board? No, Alliance. Sticking with the same guild is hard to build a CE. Guild hopping for a season and you could get... I'm not guild hopping, Mason. That's not... That's that's the mercenary lifestyle. I'm not trying to do that. The people in this guild actually like me. Some others have actually scouted me out to try and bring me into their roster. But my current guild master, shout out to Roadhouse SK, has fought tooth and nail to keep me in Paradigm. I will only so choose to leave a guild. I will only so choose to leave this guild with his blessings, and if they know that I would have a better future over there, or wherever it is I choose to go. Now, if I just have the biggest stroke of luck and get recruited by like Mythic, like for the sake of argument, Liquid Method or even Echo, yeah, then we can negotiate. Because I know they can get cutting edge within the first damn week of the raid tier being unlocked. But no, I'm not guild hopping because one, that makes me an asshole, and two, that's mercenary. What's your favorite mount you have? I don't have a mount in this character. So they kicked you. You're funny. Order's the way to go, but that's not bad. I miss WoW, but it's all what you want from the game, indeed. I'm sure you got it at midnight. I appreciate the vote of confidence. And thank you for not being an asshole about my beliefs. Anyone else would have, for some reason, challenged the way I choose to go about or carry myself. And I'm like, what is your major malfunction, dude? Not everyone believes the same thing. Calm yourself. Calm yourself and self-reflect. Because whatever you have in mind just ain't it. I'm very tempted to go to Duskwood, but the wetlands is also a good place. Oh, I'll come back later. I went from 3-8 to half Hall of Fame in Shadowlands, but I did have to leave a couple guilds. I still keep in touch with my old friends from guilds, though. It's not like you'll never play with them. Yeah, well, again, I will only leave Paradigm if it is at the behest of my guild leader and his council, and I have his blessings to do so. Because he himself is actually a professional player, though not in World of Warcraft. He plays TCGs, like Pokemon and Magic and that. So if anything, he's kind of living my dreams right now. The ideal mentor are those who, you know, are doing just that, living your dreams. You just won't be wiping with it 2-3 times a week for a couple hours. Hey, I also read on Final Fantasy 14. I forgot to touch on that earlier too. Um, we're hoping to down M. We're hoping to clear M9 Savage this week. We should be spinning back up our. We should be spinning back up there tonight. But moving forward, once maintenance concludes, we're going to be labbing the hell out of the new Frost Mage changes. I will be spending hella time showing them skills, showing new skills, new moves, so please look forward to it. I already know my guild's going to be putting their nose to the grindstone as well. We will actually be kicking back up Mythic rating in Manaforge Omega in the beginning of February. We won't get cutting edge, but I'm sure we'll at least get to Nexus King Salhadar. But I will definitely try, well, I'll definitely be using this new revamp, or this revamp as an excuse, to actually go out and do shit in the war in Khazalgar. Because I have a crap ton of resonance crystals to collect for my future house. Or for my future plans regarding my house. Why is it saying the title WoW on console? Just curious on your post. It's a marketing tactic. I'm luring people into my stream by something outrageous, such as one of the longest running and successful MMORPGs being played on console. When in fact, it's just a PC add-on. It just gets annoying when someone comes in 5 seconds later asking the same damn thing. So I gotta troll them a little and tell them to subscribe, and I'll tell you the secret. Surely you understand. If you don't, I pity you. Don't you live in Asia too, or am I not remembering that right? You're living the dream. I am indeed living in Japan. Or Asia, but Japan to be specific. I like your streams, bro. Thank you, Mudbutt. It is appreciated. Umbergon does sound like fun, actually. Spreading myself kind of thin, though, with all these quests. Oh, this is a... Why? Show us outside. I can't do that. Didn't you have a mage? My mage is still there. My mage is my main. I'm playing in a different mode. You play the Burning Crusade? This is the Burning Crusade right now! What level are you? 27. You're streaming full time. You're living my dream. Yeah, but I'm not getting paid enough to justify it. I'll come back to these. I'm so jealous. I want to move this. We are getting plenty of snow up here in Misawa, and I'm enjoying it. About damn time, too. All we kept getting was these damn flurries that just melted away a day later. It was getting on my nerves. Pennsylvania got so much snow last week and are now calling for more. Yeah, aren't you like in yet another one of those, I don't know, polar vortexes? Let's have a Makara. Winner takes all gold. How about we not do that and you get this ban? Stop telling me to PvP. Also, a Makara means a fight to the death. If I died, you wouldn't even get my gold. Dumbass. You smoke? No, I do not. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't vape, I don't do any of that nonsense. Can I add your battle tag? Sure. I don't mind. I like making new friends. Why do I look so angry? I just spent the entire hour pouring my freaking grievances out to y'all. That's why I look angry. Why asking so many damn questions? I was gonna send you a galaxy, but I don't like the attitude. Eh. Is it hard learning while on controller? No. You can leave then, Frank. Summarize your grievances. I missed it. I'll send you 500, but the attitude was horrible. Shut the hell up, Beam. No, you weren't. I got time for your foolishness. Man was literally giving me like freaking 20 whole ass questions just to say that shit. Get out of my face. Summarize your grievances. How can I summarize it? I want to go pro. I want to be a professional gamer, not just, you know, a content creator. I want to be more famous. I'm pissed off that my efforts aren't really being acknowledged as much as I should, or as much as they should. And I'm hoping to kick all that ass come midnight. Was he for real gonna give you $500? No. I don't think I've ever received a donation. I don't even think I've ever received a donation that large. You can't even donate on TikTok. He doesn't even follow me on Twitch. Bullshit. You're gonna go pro in this? Yes, there are people who are. Well, there's the MDI and then there's the Arena World Championships. Of course, you can go pro in this game. That doesn't know that's going to be difficult for me to accomplish. Because if I actually do manage to get far enough or good enough to be in a team that can make it into the group stage, that will definitely put not only our team on the map, but myself as well. And by God, do I want that so badly. People would actually know what I'm about, who I am. You look like you would have needed it. This has to be satire. Shut up, Austin. What's your arena rating in retail? I don't do PvP for the last time. It's really on console. I don't know. I felt you've already asked that in the past. No, it's an add-on on PC. Oh, yeah. How are you going pro if you don't do arena? Mythic Dungeon International. I literally just said the MDI. I beat him last time. Took all of his gold. Get out. You have mods? I do, but they're not present right now. Why so negative? We love you. I'm negative because assholes like them have to go and make shit difficult for me. And I'm not really being negative, I'm being real. This is the culmination of my 11 years being laid to bare. Or being laid bare before you all. You try going 11 years and barely getting anything in return for it and see how you feel. Especially when they're trying to make this your livelihood. Ignore the lames, they're just trying to get a reaction out of you. I know. But they can still hold this ban. So they can go spread their negativity elsewhere, outside of my chat and community. I've been playing 11 years. I've been streaming 11 years. I played WoW for 20. So I have been off and on for some expansions. that's cool. Thank you. I'll smile when my efforts. I will smile when my efforts actually start being noticed. All right, where do I want to go? Oh wait, I have a horse though. I noticed everything. Here, let me tap the screen to show you a little. Thanks, Lujan. If I'm mispronouncing your name, I apologize. But no, that's why the game audio is currently muted. So that only my voice is heard, and you can all kind of actually hear me loud and clear. Because I can only tolerate repeating myself so many times, especially on TikTok. What console is it on? Not on console, it's a PC. It's a PC add-on. TikTok's purgatory, brother. I mean, I'm popping off on the platform. Now I just gotta work on, getting the monetization. Need some tapestry like those in my room. Thank you. Pleasing me a fellow person of culture. Your room set looks dope. Thank you. Alright, I'm doing something off screen right quick. I wish this was on console. If only, right? Mm. Man, I'm not trying to be like a world first raider. Hall of Fame would be nice. Oh crap, the Stitches is here. Oh, crap, there he is. Let's wait until he folds. I am not in the mood right now. This isn't hardcore, but I need these people to calm down. Uh-oh. Found somebody. Wait, these guys are level 65? Oh. Well, one of the games I've been wanting to play for literal years and never had a PC. Damn. You play with viewers? I want to play with viewers, Caleb. I'm always welcome and open to play with viewers. But for some reason, it never happens. So I'm usually ending up playing by myself. Not that I don't mind. What's the most based class? The one you play? I don't know. That's opinionated. My opinion doesn't matter. I won't even tell you mage is based. Just play whatever you like. forgot to put in my damn spider fangs. I'm gonna put these on. Are you the guy that was playing with the PS4 controller and the shield? Yes, that is I. I would hope I would be difficult to miss. You're on PC playing with the controller? Yes. What do you mean console? PC add-on. Your opinion is the only one that matters, bro. Thanks. But I'm not popular enough for it to bear any weight. Unlike Asmongold, who could say such and such sucks, and his millions of sheep will actually deem it as sacrosanct. Or deem it as law, rather, because that's just his level. That's just the level of influence he brings. I've seen your content after a 24-hour blender of WoW and didn't register with me fully. Oh, are you Asmongold's arch enemy? I mean, I'm relatively clean. I got a lovely bald head. And have a, I'd say, a decently attractive setup, but I wouldn't consider him my arch enemy. Hell, being considered his arch enemy would actually be an honor. But you give me too much credit. I'm barely a speck on the map compared to him. Where are you from? Baltimore, Maryland. I played Miss Pandora and Dragon. Are you wearing a cape? Of sorts. More of a cloak, really. Playing alone makes the game harder. I mean, well, you're not wrong, but with with the World Soul Saga, they released like they released solo content that you can just do on your own, and with enough work, you can actually get your hero track gear and actually be within the barrier to entry for mythic raids, if that would be your end goal. So solo content is still viable, especially for midnight when we get to hang with Valera Sanguinar. For those who don't know who Valera Sanguinar is, hot blood elf rogue with a demon living inside of her. When +8 Dells, you can get hero. Yep. What part of Maryland? Reisterstown, Lockhern area. I've just been looking for the reason for you to come back. And there'll be a lot to do, not just now, but also when midnight comes around, especially since housing is a thing. Razor Friend Crawl is very tempting. Should get a better actually lower level than Nomergon. Did they just now release WoW on console? I'm not up to date. When did it happen? It's not on console. It's a PC add-on that allows you to play on a console or controller. Love your content, bring good vibes. Thank you, Jordan. I do my best. I'm just in my serious mode right now, so I'm not really doing anything just yet. But I'll definitely be doing more. I'll be streaming more. I'll be streaming longer. I'll be running more keys. I'll be hopefully be raiding more, doing more raids. Anything and everything I can actually to finally, hopefully, stand out from the rest. This is really something that I'm serious about doing. If I had to, I'll go a full 24 hours just pounding out energy drinks, labbing as a frost mage. Because I really want to make this work, god damn it. I need this to work. Misleading the entitlement. Says, wow, I kind of got excited. It's misleading on purpose because, let's face it, I wouldn't have nearly as many viewers as I have now otherwise. Which is crazy because I've been doing this for 11 years. And I'm popping off on TikTok as is. Let's go to work. You have a favorite dungeon on Classic? Oh, absolutely. Razor Fen Downs. Razor Fen Downs is my jam. Alright, your mom, you're doing too much. Get out of here. Out here acting like other streamers don't do clickbait titles either. Why I gotta be the one to receive flack for it? Exactly the type of shit I'm talking about. Warcraft on consoles? No, it's a PC add-on. What's the console port? Yes. I believe we keep the GUIs by the legs. Oh, there was a second wolf over there. Did you play with Horde or only Alliance? I'm mainly Alliance, but I played Horde and OnlyFans. This rabies is kicking my butt. Jesus Lord. Tactical bandage. I mean, if I didn't have the clickbait title, I wouldn't be having all these viewers coming in here in the first place. Excuse me for trying to be tactical. And what the hell else would I put in my title? Isn't it impressive enough that I'm even playing on a controller? What are we playing? What console? It's not, it's an add-on. And the game is World of Warcraft. Look at your screen. What server you playing on? Did you go bald? Why no audio? I spent the last hour just really talking to you all about myself, what I want to do, why I feel like shit. You know, typical streamer stuff. What server you play on? I'm on Dream Scythe. I do appreciate the follows though, and the shares, and the gifts. Thank you to those who have not been complete and utter assholes over the past hour and a half. This first time when I see you play like a normal person. Yeah, because I was talking to y'all. I was being serious. Bro, you play all day. I wish I could do it. Sound like you're pissed off, slightly, and with a good reason. If TikTok had VODs, you would all could go back and see why. But thankfully, that's what Twitch is for. Oh, and what controller I use? PS4. Don't worry, I'll have a much sunnier mood once the pre-patch rolls around. I've basically said most of what I've already said within the past nearly 2 hours. And it'll be an absolute, how do I put it? Hassle. It'll be an absolute hassle going through everything that I just said again to new visitors. Oh wait, this is a big one. Sorry, I'm new to your stream. No, PS4. I play more modern games with a PS5 controller though. Why didn't you shave your eyebrows? I'll let you know to get the hell up on my stream. Dumbass. Dealing with random trolls and hate has to be annoying after a while. It is. Fake. Oh, you mean you, Keizo Kuni? Indeed. I'll get banned. I've been doing it for 11 years, and mostly on Twitter. Sorry, Twitch. Still do to this day. Primarily the reason why I'm not popping off as like I should be. Some bullshit. Meanwhile, every other streamer who does far less on camera, getting all the love and support. I'm only like this because I'm trying to get my point across to you all. Man, respect for the grind. I just started out with the console port on my Steam Deck, and it's tough. Keep at it, man. You got this. Be the envy of your friend group, knowing that you're playing World of Warcraft on a controller, regardless of brand. And on that topic, I've literally been playing. I can say in full confidence, I've outperformed many other players who play on a mouse and keyboard, and I have the logs to prove it. In fact, I actually got declined to join a roster because by virtue of me playing on a controller. And they took a different mage instead, who performed like shit, according to my guildmaster at the time. That's just the nature of the beast, and it's what I'm dealing with. But this was during a time that I didn't really get too involved in Mythic Plus or Mythic rating. Even still, this knowledge is quite humbling, to say the least. Despite the trolls, you're still a pillar of positivity to others. You're a true leader. I make every effort to be so. I just wish they'd stop breeding. Just leave me the goddamn alone. Leave me well enough alone. I'm trying to make this work. Whatever it is they're trying to do to get a reaction out of me is not that deep. If you don't got nothing nice, if you don't have anything nice to say, shut the hell up and just enjoy the show. They're trying to make things difficult for the streamer and their communities. I'd take my Jingu Bong and smack you upside the head if I could. Hell, I'd just slap you across the face a couple times. Really wish I could. For real. Don't pay them no mind my chocolate, Mr. Clean. Hey! Hey! I'll take chocolate, Mr. Clean. Now that's a hell of a compliment. Thank you. Not alliance for the horde. How about for the band? Shut up, Rills. I really don't care whether you're for the Alliance or for the Horde. Stop shitting on others for not being the faction you are. I got humbled once when my parcels were 98 and they kicked me for someone doing 99. They probably got 99 because they stood in shit they shouldn't have in favor of doing more damage. That sickens me to know. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. Your process don't mean shit if you're always on the ground. Sorry. Your process don't mean shit if you're constantly eating shit. That's what I wanted to say. I never died either. Raided for weeks, world boss and everything. Benched me. Play remix at all? I did, mostly for the decor. I didn't stream any of it though. It was just something I did as a de-stressor. The mount collector was sick. I like your setup. Thank you, Planet. Thank you, Elijah Man. Again. I like the remix. The Power Fantasy was so fun. Yeah, I know Mist remix. I know Mist had a, or Mist had a quite the bar, or set quite the bar moving forward. But I didn't really play Mist remix to the end. I fell off and did other things. Do you raid with controller as well? So pretty damn cool. There are plenty of clips of me, Jason, raiding with a controller. So yes, I do. Everything I do in World of Warcraft is with a controller. Again, everything I do in World of Warcraft is with a controller. Most of the games I stream is with a controller. Only if it doesn't have actual controller support will I be playing on a mouse and keyboard. Because that is my brand of content. That's cracker though. How does it go for PvP? I don't PvP anymore. I hurt people's ego when they know that they're getting their asses kicked by a controller player. How do you use all your spells and cooldowns? The same as you would on a mouse and keyboard, by pressing the corresponding buttons. This is why I keep losing to Warzone Ghost Lamau. Wrecking shit with plus 700 versatility. Hells yeah. That brings me to center ability. Correct. Hmm. Had an earthquake just now. Oh damn, where you at? I'm in Japan. Aomori to be precise. It was inconsequential. We get him often. Actually had a serious shake about a month ago. Worst one I ever felt in the 7 years I've lived here. You ain't scared? No. Why would I? Sure, the adrenaline can kick in, but I'm really not scared at this point. I'm 32 goddamn years old in the year of our Lord 2026. The world itself is scary as is. The shit that goes on in the world is scarier than a damn natural disaster. Got a haircut, thank you. I'm turning 20 this year. I'm cooked. Happy 20. He was low-key wolfing the other day. Much love. I know. I get a haircut every so often. Like, maybe like depending on the occasion, I usually get it cut sooner rather than later. There's no sound in this game. I know, Swole Chipmunk. That's on purpose. I was talking to people earlier about my grievances regarding my streaming career and my time playing World of Warcraft, as well as my intentions moving forward. Five hours of maintenance left. Let us hydrate. Thank you, Zender. I think of the most innovative live streamer ever. Yeah, it's just a shame I'm not popular enough. I'm happy at least in knowing that I am entertaining. One day the world will acknowledge this and not give me shit about it. One day I'll actually win. Gotta persist, you got what it takes. I've been persisting for 11 years, Krispy Kreme. Jason. That's not just a short amount of time I can just brush it. That's not just an amount of time I can brush aside. That's a whole ass decade. Over a decade, even. And today's my my 6th anniversary of being partnered on Twitch. If I do end up not streaming anymore, it's most likely because I ran out of the means to support it, or ran out of funds to support it. Hopefully, I'll prefer not to go out like that. But if it happens, it happens. Them's the breaks. I could say I give it my best shot. But it's 5 hours until maintenance now. I think I've run myself a break. Thankfully, this will remain in the VOD. So you can replay this as good background music, or background noise, for those who care. What sorcery is this? No sorcery, Lieutenant Dan, it's an add-on. I'll try a less clickbaity title since that's been such a huge cause for people. But if I only have like 5 goddamn viewers on TikTok because of it, I'd be lying if I said it wouldn't be disappointed. Oh. And you're only 20? You got time. I'm 32! I'm not 20. Someone else is. I'm 32 goddamn years old. Trust ball. I play the same way, and it's annoying seeing streamers get rewarded for no effort. Agreed, D. "32 years young, bud." Pfft. I mean, the children these days think that's freaking old or hag levels. Are you sleepy? No. My throat's just a little hoarse from all the talking I've been doing over the past 2 hours. I try not to expend too much of my energy talking like this. I mean, I like interacting with you all, my community, Yoga's Toll group, but again, y'all don't realize just how much energy is actually expended talking in general. It's even crazier, the same exact age as me. And thank you, Light Giver. It's Unk. Yeah, Unk did it. But that will do for now. I'll probably be back in an hour or so. Play a bit more Burning Crusade Anniversary before maintenance concludes. And then it's pre-patch time. Thank you all for listening to me yap. It actually does mean a lot to those who actually stayed. I'll see you all soon.